we have Minecraft Bedrock Championship.
Oh yeah, we get to talk about Mucka Bucka now.
Maka Baka.
I told you the names are dumb.
Okay. Okay.
We're trying
I
to
feel
see
like-
what MCC would be if Mucka Bucka is MCBC. Would it be just Makaka?
Makaka.
Makaka.
Ka.
Makaka.
Makaka.
Like a bird.
Hello. This is me, Ju, and welcome to MCC Central's or MCC Live Show's third interview of MCC Rising 3, and we have here the Blue Bats or the Blue Bedrockers. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello indeed, and we have like some good finally a representation from the good Bedrock edition of Minecraft. So yeah, let's get rolling, I would say, and we're gonna start off with the team itself. First of all, the thing that I'm curious about, because you guys have like the legacy type, yeah, with the Blue Bedrockers. We will get back to that name in a second, but for you guys, how did you guys form your team?
So basically, I'll try and keep it short and brief, but basically, I messaged Evident, who is the captain kind of the last team Blue Bedrockers, or he was the captain of the second one. I messaged him, I was like, are you guys doing anything? And because of motivation and them thinking that they don't really just like, they didn't want to do a third one, they just weren't motivated since they didn't get in the past two times. He didn't want to do Blue Bedrockers, but he ended up allowing me to be the next team captain and continuing on the legacy just with different people. So same team name, same premise, just different people since the past people have either quit content or just weren't motivated to do it. So I picked Gigi, Defect, and Bear. We've all played in events with each other, and we're all friends. And we all do different stuff in Bedrock, which is cool. So I think it's very good representation. So that's how the team came to be.
And how do you guys, like, when you received that news, like, oh yeah, we are gonna do an MCC Rising application? Like, what's your reaction?
I originally wasn't going to sign up this year, and then Plushy DM'd me and was like, "Hey, you want to be on an MCC Rising team with me?" And I was like, "I don't have anything going on that day. Why not?" Awful decision.
Awful decision.
I woke up and then like 20 minutes later I got a DM. Well, I woke up, saw the thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Then I got a DM from Plushy 20 minutes later. I was like, oh, well, it looks like I'm applying now.
I was like bored out of my mind in an IKEA, and so I was just going through all the places I'd rather be, and I'm like, applying to MCC Rising is definitely one of those places. So
Yeah,
I was pretty
And-
excited.
yeah, and you guys make your applications and whatever, but do you know like the origins of why you continue to choose the name of Blue Bedrockers instead of just like thinking of your name?
It's iconic.
It's just iconic, yeah.
Do you
I
think
think-
any of us can come up with something better? Because
Well,
we
did-
don't.
We
Plus,
did come up with
we're all friends with the like original like team of Blue Bedrockers, so we knew they wouldn't mind if we asked.
Except for Orbits.
Yeah, we don't like that guy.
I mean, we came up with the Indigo iPad Kids, but it just doesn't have the same ring to it. So
Oh, we
The
came up with so many different names.
Yeah,
since
they
we
were-
didn't get on Blue Team.
yeah, but yeah, I
They
don't know.
were
The Blue
bad.
Bedrockers is just iconic, so we kind of stuck with it.
Yeah, it's just yeah, like Blue Bedrockers is actually iconic in a way, because that's like the team that's like applied for the last two times, and people were rooting.
Never got in.
Yeah, never got in, and people were rooting for them to be in, like, and now you guys are in, so that's very very grand, very great. But the thing that stands out in your application video, from what I see, is that you guys actually make the application video in Bedrock Minecraft.
Yep.
How much?
Or else we're gonna do it.
Bedrockers.
We may
Yeah.
have
We
kidnapped
play
someone to help
Bedrock. Why
us.
would we put
Yeah.
do it in anything else?
What was the process like making that video?
Oh God.
So it's like
Plushy!
while we were organizing our team, we got someone from the Bedrock marketplace. He's worked on stuff there. His name's Crazy Guy. He helped us out a lot with like setting up the world and getting
goat.
camera shots.
Our goat.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
he helped us
unspoken
out a
hero.
lot because Plushy was on a plane.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Like 12 hours after the day one, like the applications were posted, I had to go on a plane, so we were kind of going fast, but for most of the recording process I was actually on my phone in my hotel room, just like body acting. I did all my voice lines like before I left. But yeah, Crazy Guy, he would use his like controller because we don't have replay mod on Bedrock to kind of emulate like really cool camera shots. But it was a lot of fun to make. Very chaotic, but we all felt like actors by the end of the process, but it was a lot of fun.
I got yelled at for that scream, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like using I think I've thought of that like one time when like I think one of the admins like in one of the streams like trying to use like a camera shot using like controllers and all that kinds of stuff. And I think controllers are actually a way to make like smooth camera shots. Like
Yeah.
it actually is,
Yeah, that's the thing.
Underrated tool.
it actually is underrated. And maybe like if I want to get a cinematic shots, I rather not. I could buy a controller. So yeah. So your coach for this MCC is the man who goes by the name of Fruitberries. And how do you find it so far with him coaching your team?
Who
Fruitberries
wants
is
to-
awesome.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
so
very
awesome.
very cool guy. He made us a document.
He did. He
of
made
a
us
lot
an
of stuff.
entire Google Doc.
Yeah, he's helped us a lot with learning Java mechanics. Very cool guy. And I feel
It
like
was his birthday.
yeah, no bias, but I feel like we have the best coach. He's just a cool guy. He has the
He's
point
the
record
goat.
in MCC.
He's green.
He's green. He's
Very
just a
cool.
goat overall.
Yeah, and I think when you mentioned a little bit like Plushy, I think in one of our chats that you also did like Reddit UHC as well.
Oh yeah. I Fruit knew me from UHC. We have a lot of like mutual friends and stuff. We didn't really talk that much when we played UHC, but if you look back at some like UHC stuff, you may see me and him playing in the same events. But he always did well. I never did well, but yeah.
Yeah, but how's it like when you guys like when you got assigned your coach? What was like your reaction when that happens?
Very excited.
I went, holy crap, I predicted it because I was DMing a friend the day before the coaches got announced, and I was like, I think Fruitberries would be a good coach, and then it got announced and I was baffled.
And it came like full circle as well, because you guys were like Plushy, you were doing like Reddit USC, and then Fruitberries was
Yeah.
involved in that, and now he's a coach in your team. You guys are collaborating, making Google Docs and all that kinds of stuff, and it's just fascinating to see like
Yeah,
the circle
For
coming around.
sure.
Yeah, but did he VOD review you guys?
We've been VOD reviewing on our own recently, but I think we're gonna be doing VOD reviewing with him soon, probably.
Oh yeah, he definitely wants us to do VOD reviewing.
Yeah, because I think like MCC has like there's this new game of Railroad Rush, which is quite complicated. So maybe hopefully you could do some VOD reviews and practicing, not practicing actually, but like just getting to know the logistics of the games itself, and maybe we could see you on top. Like really, hopefully, Defect, you will be our carry. You guys carry. I promise.
Hopefully.
I love how the silent is when I just say Defect, you're our carry, and then
That's Wait, what happened?
No, 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 he's
Yeah,
not.
he's not the
No,
carry.
he's not.
That's Plushy.
Plushy's the carry.
What?
Plushy's the carry.
Yeah,
He got
sorry, Defect.
9 minutes in the parkour warrior on the practice server. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Send that
Plushy
screenshot.
5
is the
hours to
carry.
not finish it.
Screenshot.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Sub 10. That's insane. And how many days have you been on so far on that practice server?
I think it's a week now. By today, right? Because we announced last Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah, it's
go
been a
on
week.
like every other day, so
Yeah, so
I'm
that
not as locked in as they are.
that evolution from like just playing for the first time in that parkour warrior course to now just having a sub 10, like that's actually insane. And I think you guys really have potential to do very well in the good event, I'd say. But
Thank
yeah.
you.
seriously, let's move on to some other Bedrock related stuff. And I think there's two main things that I want to touch on a bit, and that's servers on Bedrock Edition, as well as events or tournaments in the Bedrock Edition, which is also, from what I did a little bit of research, it is fascinating to see like, oh, you guys have this Bedrock event as well. And when I also did like Aqua Axolotls, for example, for like their Rare Day Now series, you guys know like Generis, and he also like done like some Bedrock events. So I'm fascinated to see, like, want to explore a little bit on how that works, essentially. So we'll start off with the Hive, which is, I think, you guys' favorite server.
We love the Hive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, well, I love the Hive. I don't know about these guys.
It's alright.
Hive gets views. It's good.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know, man. Works for me.
Yeah, and you guys have played like plenty of like the Hive in the good old in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. How is it like playing those mini games on those servers? And would you like describe your experience on that server?
On Hive?
I love the Hive. It's got some of the most unique, creative game modes I've seen on any server ever, and I've been playing this game for over 12 years.
I like the Hive. I mean, I don't play it as much as I used to do because I kind of just like playing like Bedrock events kind of as my main thing. But I definitely, I think out of all the featured servers on Bedrock, it's definitely my favorite.
I have spent a lot of time on the Hive, and there's just not a game mode on there that's not fun.
Ground
Like,
Wars.
all of them are well made.
No, Ground Wars is fun.
That's not a real game.
That is that's a fun.
Ignore that.
game.
Ignore that.
We don't talk about that
They're
one.
all well made, even
Ground
if some of them are
Wars.
Ground Wars.
I mean, even Ground Wars is well made. It's just Ground Wars.
Ground Wars.
Ground Wars. Let me look up Ground Wars real quick. Ground Wars.
So good.
Hive. Ground Wars had an original name called Turf Wars.
Yeah, it's basically like you like kill someone, you gain more territory basically, and whatever team has the most territory by the end wins.
It's a fun limited time game mode, but oh my god, is it painful on an actual like game mode.
Yeah. Fun fact as well, in Java, Block Wars, a Minecraft event, also have a mini game that is, well, Turf Wars. That is Ground
Yeah, I
Wars.
forgot.
Yeah. So then they changed it to a Valorant style freaking game now. So yeah.
Overrun.
I
Sorry.
have strong opinions on that finale game.
We will get back to that in just a second. Keep that in mind a bit. But let's see. Let's just talk about like, let's just say comparisons between the Hive as well as Java servers like Hypixel and MCC Island. Like, how did you guys find it? Like, between those two.
I think
MCC Island is really fun.
yeah.
I think
Think-
I prefer MCCI over Hypixel any day of the week, though in my defense, I prefer almost anything over Hypixel. I'm really mean to Hypixel.
Yeah, Hypixel has a lot of areas that just feel unfinished to me and confusing. I don't know.
Which is strange because it's one of the oldest.
It is. It's such
Java
an old
servers at this
server.
point.
Well, you can tell it's old too.
Yeah, Hypixel to me is very overwhelming. There's like way too many game modes. It's also just like I think for a lot of the game modes, it's just not very beginner friendly.
There's so many
especially for
game
Bedrock,
modes, and
right?
then the only ones that get players are like the PvP based ones.
And
It's-
Skyblock.
Yep,
Yeah, and
Skyblock.
Skyblock.
Of course, that game that is like very much just I have also have strong opinions. It is too overwhelming. Actually, too overwhelming for me for that Skyblock.
Yeah.
Played Hypixel Skyblock once because a friend practically begged me to join, and awful experience. Don't know how people do it.
Gigi, what are your thoughts on Hypixel?
I mean, I like Bed Wars and some of the party games, but besides that, there's not really much to it. It's kind of a generic server. It's obviously it looks like it's really old, and it looks like they just kind of kept adding to it without polishing the stuff that they already have.
Yeah. Then the thing is that they are stuck in 1.8 somehow. Never refuse to update because of PvP, and yeah, it's yeah. But I hopefully they could find a way, which I do not know if they could find a way to make the server better. Who knows? But how would like when you are adapting to servers like MCC Island, like from how could I explain it? You guys played on the hype so much. You guys play on Minecraft Bedrock so much. How do you like feel the difference between playing on Bedrock Minecraft to Java servers like those? two that
Java
I
is so
mentioned?
slippery. It's so
Yeah,
slippery. Every
everything's
single
ice.
block feels like ice. It's definitely a change of all time.
The movement is entirely. It's so different.
PvP is definitely something that has taken a bit to get used to. I mean, I was already kind of accustomed to it since occasionally I'll play like a UHC or MCC Island. I play often, even before Rising. It's interesting. I've definitely, I think over the past couple of weeks, I've definitely grown to appreciate Bedrock more. Because it's like whenever you hit your body on like a block corner, you just instantly fall off, and it's just not like that on Bedrock. So yeah, it's definitely weird to get used to.
It was definitely a steep learning curve for me, at least.
Yeah, cause yeah, Java also like is spaghetti code sometimes as well, and it's like when you are switching between the two systems, it just feels weird. Like if you are used to Java, like myself, playing on Bedrock is like a completely different experience, and I think it also applies to you guys as well. Like you guys on Bedrock, then translate to Java, it just feels so weird. So yeah, I like really get your feeling on that. So
I keep realizing things that are different that I didn't even realize are different. And I would never even think they could be different, but they just are.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
there's so many just like tiny little differences between the two. It's weird.
Yeah, I think you could also like when, especially when you're breaking blocks. I think I played the Grid Runners Pro Minecraft Bedrock thing, and the thing that bugs me a little bit is when you mine stuff. It's just like you can't just like move your mouse and just repeatedly like breaking like multiple blocks. It's just like slow, and it just stops when you break a block or something. But I don't know. It's just that. But one of the other servers I want to cover as well for Bedrock that I'm interested on you guys' opinion about is Galaxite server.
I love
This is a
Galaxite.
GG territory.
That's all me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
how
love
do you-
Galaxite.
yeah, how's that server up aside from like you loving it?
Galaxite is weird. Okay, so it's not like a traditional like it has similar things to other, but you would think like Hive's unique. Take that, but it's like really, really unique. Like, I don't know, like we have Core Wars, which is like our version of Bad Wars, but like just the models and everything, it's awesome. I love Galaxite. However, it's a lot smaller than Hive, and it does have its problems where it just like randomly blacks out. And yeah. So
I
it's
think
not everyone doesn't really like it as much because of Galaxite's issues where it like randomly blacks out. Queues take longer because there's a smaller player base, stuff like that. But overall, I feel like Galaxite's really underrated.
it's
Definitely
very
not as
unique.
polished as Hive, but good.
It's definitely very unique, but like some of them, it's some of its games are so unique that it just like puts off new players, and it's never really built up its own player base. Because most of the people that play it like main on the Hive or CubeCraft, two much larger featured servers on Bedrock, and then also play Galaxite sometimes. Because like in Core Wars, it is so different. Like at mid, instead of just picking up emerald generators, you have to beat up iron golems to get the emeralds. It is just so different from every other game.
Yeah, and I think it also that's what distinguishes it too as well. Because the Hive is like it's popular and that kind of stuff. Galaxite is like a small but also like plenty of like custom models and everything. So yeah, and one thing that I want to ask as well, and it's not in the list that I sent to you, the Minecraft event for MCC. How do you guys find it?
I loved it. I thought it could have been run on some better servers because it was decently like choppy and laggy, but all the games were super fun and unique to their like actual MCC counterparts, and it was a lot different than MCCI. It was super fun.
Yeah, I had a blast playing it. I definitely wish they could have made it into like some like map or something. Cause every game was definitely fun. Besides, like obviously as Bear said, the lag was pretty bad at times. But like during Meltdown, I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could play this just
Oh,
instead of
Meltdown was
mobs,
so
just
much fun.
just with actual people instead, but now we get the chance to hopefully do that, which is super exciting. But yeah, I loved it personally.
Yeah, I'd say my only like two things with it was the lag and then the fact that you couldn't join friends. I spent unironically almost 2 hours trying to join one person. And I even like I was asking around in MCC Discords. I was like, "Is there an easier way to do this?" And they're like, "Cope, cry." I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, the biggest issue with it was the things that Mojang specifically didn't want. Like the multiplayer aspect of it was kind of weak because you could never go play against people. But the games themselves were still fun. I just think it could have been better, especially because what I've seen on Bedrock that is really good. That I know the only reason they couldn't do is because of what Mojang and Microsoft wanted for the event.
Yeah, that was not at all on MCC. They did really well for what they were given.
Yeah, I think like it's just like the first couple of days having like a bunch of server issues and people. I think there's one couple of Reddit posts on r/MCC that they just like, oh my god, guys, the melt like for example that meltdown queue timer. Somebody was molding about it, and it's just like, they played on Nintendo Switch. And
Yeah, well, there's your problem.
yep, that's
Oh,
Problem
7.
is, the
That's all I can
Switch
say.
is very, very underpowered. So imagine a 7-year-old smartphone trying to run like normal
Yeah.
Minecraft Bedrock. It's just not gonna work.
yeah, it's actually not gonna work. And I just like, okay, that I asked them like, okay, this is expected because Bedrock, yada is the technology behind it. And then they answered it with Nintendo. I used Nintendo Switch. And it's like, okay, cool, right? That explains it on the issues they have. But again, I hope that's also a stepping stone for like maybe possibly other Minecraft related events as well, and try to be more polished than this, and maybe possibly we can get Sense of Time on MCC Island. Like that's a good adaptation in a way or the other on the good old Bedrock event. So yeah, would you guys like having Sense of Time on MCC Island though?
I would love for that to be a thing. I would be a little worried about the queue times for it, but I think
What?
like Sands of Time on MCCI would be a super fun game.
Yeah, what if it's like an individual based type of game, like on Bedrock?
That
I think
was
you're
so
thinking of
much fun.
Meltdown. I think you're
No,
thinking of
no,
Meltdown.
the Sands of Time on Bedrock was single player.
Yeah, but you were saying about the queue time. The one that only had
Yes.
the queue time was Meltdown.
Well, if it were a 4-player game, it would most likely have a queue time.
Yeah, but we will see how it goes. They are currently pushing like some sort of like fishing update or something, which will be released soon. I'm
Fishing
still,
update goes crazy.
yeah, still
We love
coping.
fishing.
Yep, still coping it. It will come some point, surely. Yeah, but
Eventually.
eventually, obviously. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about tournaments on Bedrock, and we're gonna start off with We Make Who Thinks Bedrock events.
I love Wamakata.
We love Umakata.
That is the abbreviation for it. I don't know why all Bedrock events have like weird. They have abbreviations, and then it's not like MCC where you spell out the letters. No, we call it Wamakata. But I have a little bit of insider information on that, and I can't leak too much. But most people have seen what Prime and Roman did in season 1 for WMCT. And I have been a background builder for some of season 2, so I've seen the things they've been doing, and it is genuinely incredible. It's really impressive. I'm really excited for the full experience to come out and be played.
God, okay. That's really, yep. Hopefully, we could see that in the next season, obviously. And I think some of you guys also participate in that event as well. Like, how was it?
I think we all have, right?
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, you guys all have. Like, what's your experience in that tournament?
It's very fun. I liked playing. I played 2 season 1 events. I mean, really, my only thing was like I think the game concepts were definitely like lacking a bit, but from what I know that they're improving that, and I think season 2 will be a lot of fun. So I'm excited.
Yeah, the event itself was really cool, but you can tell some of the the inexperience in like actually designing the games. Because oh my gosh, whose idea was Beam Battle? What the heck?
No one likes beam battle. Even Prime and Roman don't like beam battle, okay?
What is that? What is that mini game? If you could describe it.
So Beam Battle is essentially a game where you are on a beam and you are
It's like sumo, but you're on a
1v1s. Yeah,
one block
it's sumo.
platform that
Literally,
shrinks.
imagine Hypixel sumo, but on a beam, and that's the entire game. It is just not
Like
very,
a one wide platform. Yeah.
It is just not very entertaining.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the game. Which is why I said season 1, you can definitely tell it's their first event. They were, really just getting a grasp on things. Season 2, genuinely keep an eye out for it, because genuinely really impressive stuff that they're doing over there.
Yeah, and for those who are watching, stay tuned. Like, just watch these last socials, and maybe possibly you could get a glimpse on their participation in the good old tournament. And indeed, other events as well. We have Minecraft Bedrock Championship as well, and I think you guys are also involved. So, could you describe your experiences on those events in the tournament?
Oh yeah, we get to talk about Mucka Bucka now.
Mucka Bucka.
I told you the names are dumb.
Okay. Okay.
We're trying
I
to
feel
see
like-
what MCC would be if Muckabucka is MCBC. Would it be just Mukaka?
Makaka.
Mukaka.
Makaka.
Mukaka.
Like a bird.
Yeah.
I feel like Gigi and Plushy have the most experience with that one. I feel like you guys have played the most.
You can go
amounts of
first,
that.
Gigi. You've been in MCBC the longest, I think, out of us four.
I love MCBC. It's really unique, and for what they've done, it's pretty cool. It doesn't have like as much as the like custom stuff as WMCT has, but honestly, it has its like own charm. It's like I feel like the games can be more fun on MCBC, even though they don't look as like detailed as impressive as WMCT. Like, don't get me wrong, WMCT is cool, but I normally have more fun with MCBC because like I don't know. I think like there's just like I don't know. I just like it.
Yeah, it's definitely the same.
I like
for
them
me.
both a lot, but
Yeah, I really like MCBC. It's a lot of fun whenever I get to play it. Games are cool. Just playing with a bunch of Bedrock people every month is fun. Well, not every month since
Not even close to every.
they're,
Not even close.
So wait, for reference, like I think a year ago and like 2 or 3 days ago was the first event me and Bear played in, and that was like 3 events ago. So
Yeah, there was I think they had a game breaking bug, which caused them to like be off the event for like 6 months.
it's
And
Minecraft
then
updated.
I think there was gonna be one this month, and then everyone's kind of busy. If you don't know, the MCBC owner and stuff are actually on
They're
the
an alternate.
substitute team. They are a substitute team, which is very cool. So yeah, they're busy, and they're also busy moving as well. So everyone's just kind of busy, but hopefully we'll get the gang back together next month for Halloween, which I think is actually
That'd be cool.
guaranteed. So yeah, we'll see MCBC next month.
Then-
Surely.
hopefully.
So who are? Wait, let me see the reserve team so quick. Okay.
Slater, that entire team works on the event. Slater Productions owns the whole thing, but every single person on the team is a staff member of not WMC, MCBC.
Yeah. Is it the Angry Axolotls or the Stolen Stash team?
The Stolen
Stash.
Stash.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's pretty nice actually. So, yeah, I do not.
We
I
were
do not
molding
know
when we
this.
found out.
No, we were. I was. Well, okay. I think they're joking, but I was actually very happy because it's very. I don't know. It was very comforting that like someone that was from the same
People we knew.
community. Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
everyone in Rising, like some teams knew each other, but like they're all kind of from like Java Edition, and like of course, like we've all gone to like know the Rising people. They're all amazing people. I've met so many new friends, but it's like it was like a little bit weird. Like we were like the odd ones out because like we were just come from like completely different universe, But just knowing that like even though they're not like in the event, they still kind of are. Just knowing like we can talk to them. They're going through similar things as us, and they're from where we came from. It's like it was very comforting. It's super nice to have him in as well.
Yeah, I was super excited to see him, even though we don't get to make fun of him for not being in the event anymore.
And I think they could. Are they allowed to spectate the event? Hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, they will be spectating the event. They're gonna have a lot of fun. They will be making fun of us the whole time, but
Oh yeah,
it's
Hopefully
okay.
we already know that's
Really
coming.
mushy.
Like, just fire them.
Yeah, they'll be
Because
backseating us.
technically, I'm the canonical owner.
You are not.
No, I am.
No, not true.
I mean, every time I message Slater, he responds, "Hey, boss." So.
Yeah, DJ Puppy does own MCBC. That is so real.
True and real. Yeah, and because I think this event, MCC Rising 3, might be the most, might have the most amount of players and spectators on the same server, aside from like MCC testing. So it's gonna be a lot of spectators this time around. So
You guys don't the captain spectate too?
I think coaches
Yeah.
spectate, yeah. So it's like
Yeah,
will
they
be,
do.
18 at max plus 5 admins, so it will be a lot of players on the server at once, and I'm really excited to see how it will go. So yeah, so let's talk about. So we mentioned tournaments. We talk about tournaments now. let's move to some Java tournaments real quick, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna ask Plushy a lot of this question. So you said, I think one of your stream, because I was in your stream at one time. You said that you are kind of a vendor, to say the least. And
Yeah.
what's your knowledge about the MC event space?
I think anything an average viewer would know, I know, and more. I basically like I've watched every single MCC live, and I also watch basically every like of the big four events. I watch all of them. So like PB, Block Wars, Mayhem. I love watching them. I've always wanted to play in all four of them because they just look like a blast to play. But obviously, like I never thought I was gonna get in any four of them because like I'm a Bedrocker. Like why would they let a Bedrocker in? But yeah, it's I love watching all of them. I typically like watching Feinberg, Fruit, and Purpled. They're obviously really good, but they're just entertaining people. I don't know. It's just really fun to watch, and I'm super stoked to be finally actually be playing in one of those four events. And hopefully the more, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but yeah.
I mean, like, it's your stepping.
Very thankful.
It is a stepping stone.
For sure. For
So,
sure.
yeah. And yeah, you mentioned a little bit earlier about the finale of Block Wars.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
could you explain what your opinion? Describe your opinion about it.
I don't know if Wolfie's watching this, but not chance he does. I love Block Wars a lot. I find it very fun to watch. I was not the biggest fan of some of the changes in the most recent Block Wars event. I didn't really like the Team Titans game. I found it a bit confusing, and I just really didn't get it. But the finale, I don't know. I think Block Wars is just cursed. They can't make a solid finale. I think the best one they had yet was Bridges, and Bridges was the first one they ever had. I don't like it. I think I just don't think it works. It just does not seem like a finale game for me. I don't know. But maybe hopefully they'll polish it out, because I think it definitely was not finalized from what it seemed when we watched it live in Block Wars 11, where I forget, but yeah, I did not like that finale. It was just weird.
Yeah, and there's like, I think, because I don't watch too much Block Wars aside from like, just passing by, watching maybe like 5 minutes of Block Wars, and
Sure.
it's just like I saw some of the games and I'm like, okay, they are designed to be simple to understand, and all that kind of stuff. But then there's also like a lot of like things that can happen, like the recent game that they added, the one that's like the crypt exploration thing.
Yeah, Team Titans. It was so confusing. And another thing about it's like the game didn't even matter because there was literally just no coin difference at all. And it was just like, I don't know like why that happened, but I think I have faith in them that they'll improve the game. So
The thing is, they need to make the map more open. That's how they do it. It's just like, cause you are like, I think it's a little bit claustrophobic in a way as well, cause you guys are like in like a close type of space in that game as well, so you feel a bit claustrophobic.
For sure.
So yeah, hopefully they could cook something out for 12. So we will have to see. But
I believe.
Yeah, but you guys will Bear, Defect, and Gigi. Do you know like any other like Minecraft Java events, or do you watch any of those Java events?
No.
I mean, I know
No.
of Mayhem. I know of Mania. Obviously, I know of Block Wars. I mean, I've watched like a little bit here and there. Not as much as Plushy, but
Yeah, I'm kind of the nerd here, but it's okay.
It's okay. Hey, you know MCC. That's all it matters.
I know
Yeah.
MCC.
That's the only one that matters.
But yeah, hopefully you guys could also get into like some other events as well. Cause damn, we want some representation. For
Let
Bedrock.
us in.
Yeah, Bedrock representation is
Please,
very important.
beg.
Wolfie, you're watching this video right now. I think you watched it
Oh,
because
After Plushy
thing-
just disses your event.
well, okay. A thing about Block Wars was I remember someone commented on a thing. They were like, "When is a Bedrock team happening?" Because I know Block Wars, they kind of like pride on being like a variety event, but I've never had any Bedrock raiders. But I think Wolfie was like, "Yeah, I'm interested, but it's just like we don't know the skill level of any of them, so like." Not that like we'd be overpowered, but like like maybe like underpowered, So like I think maybe hopefully after MCC there's like a slight chance. I'm not confirming it, but I'm just saying, it'll be much more easier to place us like on a team. But I'd imagine it would be us four and maybe either Turbo Piggy, if you know who that is. He's like kind of the only Bedrocker
No,
that's
not
We love
that
Turbo
guy.
Piggy.
he's like the only Bedrocker
love
that's played
Turbo.
a Java event. He plays Mayhem sometimes, so but we would love to play Block Wars and other stuff to represent Bedrock. That would be awesome.
Just put you and Fruit in block.
Or that would work
Yeah,
too.
that's a great team.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we should just do that. Yeah.
Let's move back to some Rising Tree a bit, and let's get you some inside scoop about how you guys are preparing for the event. And going to the event, how you guys are preparing actually?
We've been training like a ton.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if
we've
ton
is the
we've
word.
been training a lot.
What do you mean? I think I have.
Everyone but
I've been
Defect
trying
has
to.
has been
No,
been training.
I have been training a little.
No, you've been trying to train.
Okay, same thing.
I think we
yeah,
all have our own strengths and weaknesses, and then we're just trying to like improve what we're weaker on. Like I feel like I'm better at PvP than I am at movement, so I've been focused more on training on movement.
Yeah, I've been I think we all kind of do like solo stuff mostly, but we've been getting together sometimes and like I think we're definitely gonna be VOD reviewing more over the next couple of days because then we'll know like the game lineup, what maps are being played, because that definitely factors in a lot when VOD reviewing. But I've been for me at least personally, I've been mostly just doing movement. I mean, I'm like kind of experienced in Java movement. I like to play the Pure Pain Marathon thing on a Zero Miner, if you know what that server is. I've done that before Rising. I guess also PvP. I've had some island people I know from Bedrock that are kind of sweaty at it. Help train me and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, indeed. And yeah, not finally, because we have a little bit of a quick fire round. Do you ever guys have any plans after Rising?
We can start with let's start with Bear. You got
Planning on probably doing some more Hive stuff. Obviously gonna stick with Bedrock, but playing on Java for the past few weeks has been really fun, so I do think I want to look into doing a bit more Java content. Not leaving the Bedrock community, don't freak out guys, I promise, but yeah, definitely want to dip my toes in the water a little bit more after this.
Effect.
Oh, I have no clue. Look, my content is not existed. I have just like ignored my YouTube channel since I got in. I've been focusing on anything that isn't content, so I have no actually clear plan. But I'd like to, do some more stuff, branch out some more, do collab with other people that I've met in Rising. It'd be fun.
Definitely want to try to collab. That would be cool, but I've already been streaming Java as well as Bedrock. I kind of just stream whatever I want, so I'm just gonna continue enjoying streaming because that's cool. I play Bedrock, Java. I love Nintendo. I will play a lot of Nintendo as well. I like Pokemon. Yes.
So for me personally, I don't know. It's there's a lot to think about right now because there's just a lot going on. I think I'll kind of figure out what happens when Rising ends, but I think definitely I would love to play in more Java events. Obviously, like if people like me enough, they like my content. or like how I stream, or I guess even my gameplay. I would love to get into more events. Like I've always wanted to play in like Block Wars or PB, obviously. But I guess in terms of YouTube content, I don't know. I want to make an MCC Rising video for sure. But
I
Um,
keep accidentally pressing shit.
It's been very busy recently. And I don't know how much I'll be making videos since I'm going into my most busiest school year yet. But I'll manage. But I'm very excited for the future.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Now time for the quick fire question that I totally didn't thought about this on the spot. It is. So first of all, favorite game on the Hive.
They took it away. They took away Skywars Hits. It was the best game. How
was
dare they?
not.
I'm so
It was
upset.
not.
You shut
Sky-
your mouth. It was. It was the best game, Defect. I'm sorry. I'm in grieving.
Okay. Sky Wars. That's my favorite game.
I like Bed Wars.
Survival games.
Or going for the classic. Favorite game on MCC Island.
I like the Parkour Warrior Survivor one. I've been competing with a lot of the other MCCR contestants right now, and I've been beating them up figuratively.
Probably Battle Box is my favorite.
I can't choose between Battle Box or Rocket Fleet Rush.
For me, probably Parker Warrior Survivor as well.
Yeah. And out of the 15 game roster, what's your favorite?
I'm looking forward to Sands of Time.
A lot of them look really fun to play. I don't know, something that I like basically never had a similar experience in Minecraft is like Meltdown. Looks completely different from anything I've played, so I'm excited to try and play that.
I'm hoping to play a round of Terra Swoop Force and to get to the other side because I love Terra Swoop Force. I love Terra Swoop Force.
For me, Meltdown. It looks insane. I would really love to play that game, and also Grid Runner seems like a lot of fun too.
Yeah. And how about the opposite? The games that you don't want to play.
Ooh.
Oh god. I don't know. I actually don't know. All the games look really, really fun. I can't
Let me
think of
pull up
one
the
off the top of my
list.
head. Yeah, pull up the list. Pull up the list.
Pull up the list.
Start listing them off.
The list of games.
The list. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my wiki here.
Where's the list of games?
Okay, Ace Race.
Ace Race is cool.
Ace Race is indeed very cool.
Okay, Battle
I
Box.
like Ice Race.
I would like to skip it because it's on island.
MCCI Battle Box is terrifying.
If there's a game I don't want to play, it's probably survival games because I don't think we'd be good at it, and I
Yeah,
don't think it'd be all that fun.
I don't think we'd be horrible at SG, but I think I would just not want to play it because it's just like a game that's just like you could get it somewhere else, and the same goes for bingo. Like I don't want to play bingo because I think
Oh yeah, bingo's
not
Can
because I
we
think we'd do bad in
unanimously
it.
decide on bingo.
Yeah, it's just there's just so many more like entertaining games that like you only have one shot to play. So it's like if you waste on bingo, it's like I mean it's fun, but it's like
You wasted on bingo.
you could have
Wasted on bingo.
could have used it on something else, you know? Like I don't know.
How about Build Mart though? Everyone loves it totally.
We love Build Mart.
We actually do love Build Mart. We want to play Build Mart.
Oh yeah, thank God you're not the 1,000 people on Twitter calling for Build Mart to be removed. That
I don't get it.
Build Mart.
I think Build
Yeah,
Mart's
It's gonna be my
great.
best game.
I don't get why people hate on Build Mart so much. It looks like a lot of fun.
yeah, I think streamer diff at the end of the day. But yeah, and finally, any team behind you, the one that is on the board, any team that looks quite scary.
I think
Yeah,
I'm really scared of that bottom row right there. You know, the one with fruit berries on it? That one looks terrifying.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary team.
yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Not gonna lie.
They're like they're
I don't know if I want to play against those guys.
a team of
Yeah,
10.
there's a lot of really good players there.
Hey.
Okay.
I think the two teams I'm most scared about are yellow and pink, but to be honest, I'm confident in
I'm
our
not that
abilities.
scared of Pink.
I'm scared of
Uh,
us.
Yeah,
scared-
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
scared of
That's
what
the
we'll
correct
do to
answer.
ourselves.
I'm scared of like what will happen with us.
Defect's Wi-Fi is gonna like cut out halfway through the
gosh.
game.
My Wi-Fi's fine.
No, it's not his Wi-Fi. It's his headset.
It's
Wait,
fixed. I swear.
you got a new one?
My-
Oh, I'm so proud of you. You never told me.
Oh my god, good job, Defect. Hold on, let me. Here. Good job, good
You're
job,
punching
Defect.
me.
Good
You're
job.
critting
good
me out.
job.
Yeah,
Good job,
Eating up
Defect.
Defect Part 2!
Defect
No.
has like the worst headset in like the world. Like it would just disconnect from Discord like every like 5 minutes, and you could just never get a world
Actually,
word out.
most of the time I didn't have
And a
game audio.
microphone.
It was actually
What?
bad. It would just bug out.
How do you even do that? How's it even
I
happen?
don't know.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Here's a fun fact for the viewers. So far, the 3 teams, including this one, they all punch at the beginning of the recording session. So that's a little
we
fun
love-
fact for you.
We love punching.
Do we start punching? Is that what
Yeah,
you want? Guys, start
punching
punching.
got disabled.
Yeah, PvP
Unfortunately.
stays disabled for the recording. I could turn it on after. I don't know. But yeah. All right. That should be everything. Let's go. All right. For those who are watching, thank you so much for watching and listening to these lads, as was the good old interview here. Hopefully there will be more in the future. I don't know. Could be post Rising. So because we are climbing up, we are a couple of days in before MCC Rising 3. And yeah, you can watch all of these lads competing on Saturday. Alrighty lads, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, join our Discord for some good updates. And yeah, I, and of course they, will see you all later. Bye bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
The Java community is gonna hate us for dissing on Hypixel, by the way.
I don't care. I don't like Hypixel. It's stupid.